Morning, everybody. Michelle is here. Michelle is here on this Sunday. Let's see. Let's get the date here. July 26th, 2026. So I'm up early, and it's beautiful out. Not as hot yet, but it's coming. Our temperatures are going to be extreme for a while. I think at least for the rest of my life. And then as time goes on, it's just going to get progressively worse. I want to come on through this morning on this beautiful Sunday and say to you, pay attention to the narrative on the social media platforms. If you're not already, where they are attempting to portray a biological woman as extremely violent and dangerous. While that may be true on a certain level, but biological men far and wide are the most degenerate, the most violent, and this has been going on for decades upon decades, maybe even since the inception. The biological woman and the biological man, due to our massive overpopulation, are literally getting in each other's way, and a lot of people are losing patience and more importantly losing value of life. Nobody wants to be respectful towards each other, and thus a lot of people are at this stage in their life where they're kind of desperate, and so they're doing everything in their power to blame other people for why they are in such a desperate state. The biological woman, yes, has her tendencies to be destructive, but in no way, let me get over in this lane. In no way, shape, or fashion is she violent, more extremely violent than a man. The biological man is violent, physically violent, because of their structure, how they are structured and how they are built. A woman, yes, she has her her capacity to cause harm too, and we all know usually how that's done. So just pay attention to the narrative out there. Make sure you are righteous, whether you're a biological man or a woman, and you see things as they are. You do not allow the religious tentacles. The religious tentacles will do everything in their power, everything to blame the biological woman for their demise. And the fact that the mediocre man will eventually go extinct because the biological man is not living up to the standards to be called a biological man. Okay, you have a responsibility and accountability to live up to the standards to be a biological man. And the biological man is supposed to provide the safety and protection and and for the environment of a biological woman to exist. So again, just pay attention to the narratives. The narratives out there are just painting this picture of the biological woman as violent, okay? And they'll find one case of it, one example of it, and then they'll attempt to portray that across the board. The biological man is the most dangerous creature on this planet, okay? It's not the animals, it's not biological women, it's the biological man. And once the biological man accepts this, and it's not that there's anything to, it's just a reality. And if you look at there's plenty of evidence and examples to illustrate who's violent and who's not. Okay, the biological man is violent, And sadly, the biological woman has to protect herself from this increasing levels of violence. Because like I said, the mediocre man is not going to take responsibility and accountability for his behaviors and actions. That hasn't happened in thousands of years, actually in centuries. And so unfortunately, the casualties will be portrayed upon the biological woman. So the biological woman has to do everything in their power to protect themselves and their kids. So that's why I say a separation is what's necessary until we can resolve these issues. And when I say a separation, I say a separation of the biological man from the biological woman until we can resolve these dangerous situations that are unfolding right before our eyes. The biological man is what starts wars. And sometimes it's over a biological woman. But in most cases, it's over themselves. It's over their egos. It's over their need to eliminate the competition, so to speak. Okay, so pay attention to the narrative. Pay attention to the narrative. Breathe, relax, and take everything off the personal and just look at the evidence. Is it logical, rational, and reasonable? Is it reproducible? Does it make sense to you? And no one has to know.